Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Ferris Sports Update. I'm your host Rob Bentley and thanks for tuning in. Today we'll talk Bulldog football as we recap the home finale for the Ferris State Bulldogs. We'll check in with Ferris State hockey and we'll talk women's basketball as they get ready to start their season. First up, head coach Tony Annese with the Bulldog football team. And coach, welcome back to the show.
Thanks, Rob. Appreciate it.
This past week, your home finale, senior day at Top Taggart Field, and taking on an inspired Northwood team, and unfortunately a comeback that falls short just in the end, 38-33 setback.
Yeah, it was a tough loss. You know, give Northwood a lot of credit. You know, they were on a 5-game skid, and Coach Sullivan and his staff did a very nice job of getting their guys ready to battle. You know, they probably, in their mind, I don't know what they had to play for, but somehow, some way, they dug deep and found some reasons to play hard. We had a lot to play for, and I was really disappointed that we didn't play better.
You got off to a quick start, and then it seemed like Northwood really took the momentum on their side for most of the game, and then at the end, your team somehow got it back and had a chance to win it at the end.
Yeah, when we're good, we're bad. When we're bad, we're good. When we're down, we're up. When we're up, we're down. I don't know what to think about it. You know, we talked about our motto for the week was from start to finish, and just because we've had such slow starts, we wanted to play a 60-minute game, be productive from the beginning of the game. And then we get a fast start, go ahead 13-0, and I guess that doesn't settle well with us. And then after that, they scored 31 straight. We've had games where, you know, we've been down 21-0 or 17-0, and we go on the run, and this week it was the opposite. So I really don't know what to think, but 26 years at this thing as a head coach, and this is one of the stranger experiences I've ever had.
As we go to the highlights of the game, again, you mentioned the quick start. The Bulldogs get a stop right away to start the ball game, and your offense was able to put some points on the board.
Yeah, we scored on the second play of the game here on a screen to Corey Ringer, and we got it right back, and James Stewart has an interception, and we end up scoring again. Here's Jason taking the ball on an option play, and Jamal scores on, I believe, the next play. And we go up 13-0, and then after that, it's kind of one of those things that the first possession they have, we get a face mask call, fuel their drive a little bit, and they end up going 7 minutes and scoring a touchdown, and really then just kind of taking control over the game momentum-wise.
Here's the touchdown run from Jamal Jackson early in the game, and again, good balance in terms of the running game with Corey Ringer, Jamal Jackson, Jason Vanderlyn all running pretty well.
Yeah, we did a pretty decent job with it. We became, you know, after they got on their roll, you know, we missed some opportunities, and then we ended up becoming a little bit too one-dimensional. We had to throw the ball more than we really want to throw the ball, but. You know, when you're behind, you got to try to, you know, make some quick scores, and we were able to finally close the gap. But you know, towards the end of the game, it became one of those things that we were chasing too much, and ultimately we couldn't close the gap entirely.
Made some big defensive plays despite some of the yards Northwood was able to gain. Brad Iskow, a nice job on the defensive end.
You know, I thought Brad Iskow and Jordan Morgan, they've been so steady all year. You know, they've just been great football players for us. I just feel bad for the seniors that on senior day, their last game at Top Taggart, you know, they go down to defeat. But, you know, we haven't played well at Top Taggart all year. It's this crazy deal, but you know, we've only lost one game on the road, and that was to Saginaw in overtime, and we struggled at home all year. Here, you know, Jason hits Jason hits Lamp, and we score a touchdown and cut it to 31-20, and then they go right back down and get their final touchdown here to make it 38-20, and now we're down to a 3-score game again.
Despite the Northwood touchdown, your team battles back again. You'll get a touchdown here soon from Jake Lampman again, and then a chance on the final drive. You get the ball back and an opportunity to win the game, get to the Northwood 30-yard line, but come up just short.
Yeah, you know, we're down to the 30, and we ran Jason Vanderlyn on a little play inside, and they called a holding penalty on us, and then that backed us up. Would have been first down from the 20 with plenty of time. But instead it ended up being, you know, third down and 20, and so it became tough. So
437 total offensive yards for the Bulldogs. Unfortunately, just not quite enough, although you had a big advantage in terms of the total offensive numbers.
Yeah, you know, those are some of the frustrations that come with this. You know, our numbers tend to be good. Here, you know, that was a huge play by AJ there to put us in great position. That's the penalty I referred to earlier. But you know, the number that really matters is the number on the scoreboard, and it's been crazy. And the GLIAC North has been crazy as well. You know, you look at just, you know, all of us, you know, we've played each other now. We've got 6 games and one more to go with the 8 teams, and Saginaw's, you know, 4-2 within the GLIAC North. Grand Valley's 4-2. They play each other. One's going to have 3 losses, and there's 5 of us right now with 3 losses: Ferris, Wayne, Tech, Northern, and Hillsdale. So all of us have 3 losses. We're all 3-3. So, yeah, you know, we're beating each other up quite a bit, and it's been quite a battle. But Northern's won 3 out of 4, so we're gonna have a tough challenge on Saturday.
You go to Northern Michigan on Saturday inside the Superior Dome, and as disappointing as it was not to win for your seniors here at home, another opportunity to send them off on a winning note this weekend.
Yeah, you know, and I think they'll really want that to happen. You know, it's one of those things where, you know, there's been some disappointment within the season. You know, last week we felt like if we win and Hillsdale goes to Tech and loses, and Saginaw goes to Northern and loses, that we had a chance, and all of those things happened, and except for the fact that we didn't hold court here at home.
Bulldogs taking on Northern Michigan. You mentioned Northern Michigan playing well here in the latter part of the season, a big win over Saginaw Valley. And what do you expect from the Wildcats going inside the Superior Dome?
Well, they've beaten Saginaw, they beat Northwood last week, and 2 weeks previous to that they beat Grand Valley. And so their only loss in the last 4 was to Wayne at Wayne in a close ball game. So it's you know, it's a fight every week. You know, they're just, you know, their coaching staff's done a great job of getting their team ready, and you know, they're at the top of their game right now. So, you know, we're going to have to play really, really well in order to beat them there.
A chance for the Bulldogs to get to 7 wins. How important is it for you to build some momentum in the offseason if you can go out with a win?
Well, you know, you always want to go out with a win, but you know, the most important thing is that we need to find some consistency here, and hopefully it comes over time here. People are trying to convince me that it's a culture, and just when you have more guys that kind of internalize the things that we're trying to emphasize over time, it'll all come together. But you know, obviously 7-4 is you know, better than the 6-5. That's the alternative. But ultimately, you know, I wanted the seniors, I wanted them to know when I took this job that we weren't in a rebuilding phase. I wanted them to know we were going to battle every week to try to help them, you know, have a successful year. And so I guess walking off a 7-4, I'll be proud with the seniors if we can pull that off, because you know, they deserve the best.
Well, Coach, best of luck as you travel to Northern Michigan this Saturday.
Thank you, Rob. I appreciate it.
We'll be back with more Ferris Sports Update right after this.